back to the channel, everyone. Now in this video we are going to be doing some more hard pulls on the drag radials. Obviously the only time we can do this is at night when it's not 110 degrees outside. It's about like 86, 87 right now. So not ideal temps, but it's what we gotta work with. Now I'm gonna go to my normal spot in Mexico because I am gonna be doing some 60 to 130 draggies. I'm actually gonna do a draggy this time. I'm probably gonna keep the time private for right now because a lot of people in my area draggy race. Unfortunately, I'm not the one to draggy race, but I still want to get some runs in with this car on the current setup. Excuse me for bucking, but I do kind of want to get a baseline for when I do put the fuel system in and I'm able to increase the RPM from 5,500 to 6,500. The times are gonna decrease drastically, but like I said, I want to get a baseline to see where this car is at. I have a good idea where it's at. I'm really happy with it, but I kind of want to have that draggy number, even though it really don't mean anything. I'm probably gonna do like a 40-mile-an-hour hit right here just to warm them up. Hooks and bucks. Hooks and bucks. Jesus. That felt amazing, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so about to hit my spot right now. About 25 would be good. Should be able to get it where it needs to be. All right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hope you guys are having a great rest of your day, start your day, whatever time it may be. Hope you guys are staying cool. It's technically starting to cool off here in Texas. It's like 90 instead of 100+ degrees all day, so we're making progress. But as you guys saw in the first couple clips, that was a few days before I actually got my first runs in with the current setup, and I'm really happy. Now unfortunately I was unable to do a proper 60 to 130 draggy on this setup because it's done at around 122, 124 miles per hour, depending on if I let it sing at the RPM limit, which realistically I don't really want to do. But obviously going to 5th gear is not really a good idea on this car because there is zero, and I mean zero, pulling potential. I mean, it doesn't go anywhere, so it wouldn't be a good time regardless if I was to put it in 5th gear. Now, considering the fact that I was able to test this car up against the cars that I wanted to go ahead and test it up against, the Z01s, the Hellcats, and the Heads Cam LS3 car, I have to say this car is definitely running somewhere in the lower 7s. I don't think it's in the 6s just yet. I think if I had the RPM, it might dip into the 6s, but as of right now, I think this car is in the lower 7s if I was able to do a proper 60 to 130 pull the way it is right now. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think this car would run 60 to 130 if I was able to hit 130 on this setup. Now, obviously, once I do get the additional RPM with the upgraded fuel system, the car is going to pick up anywhere between 50 to 70 horsepower. So it's going to run a little bit quicker. I think it'll definitely be in the 6s once I have the RPM, which I'd be happy with for this current setup. If it was in the 6s, the way it is right now, just changing the fuel system on these heavy wheels and with the heavier premium seat, I'd be really happy because that means the car 100% will be able to dip into the 5s with just a drag pack and a proper seat in this car. Hell, just putting the regular 99 to 04 seat might get it done, but I'm obviously going to go ahead and get maybe like a Brom or a Sparko seat to put in here. Instead, I could rock 2 seats and we'd be good to go. Still will be lighter than what's in the car right now because that seat is heavy as hell. But I'm really happy with the performance. Like you guys saw, you know, we took it up against some Z01s, some Hellcats, some proper cars, you know, not just some bolt-on stuff. Again, no disrespect, but a setup like this, I mean, there's really no reason to race like bolt-on cars. You need to race cars that are theoretically making more horsepower and, you know, are in the respective range, you know what I'm saying? Like nothing that's running in the 8s. You need to run something that's running, you know, a 799 or quicker, 60 to 130. Now, as far as the quarter-mile time goes, obviously I'm not going to do it on the current setup. This car would be only able to trap 122, 124, which is nowhere near what this thing is capable of. These NewEdge Mustangs are better quarter-mile cars than roll cars. So this is 10-second all day. Honestly, I think it's going to trap like 134, 135 mile per hour in the quarter, which would be amazing on this setup. I'm talking about the way it is right now with the wheels and tire setup, and potentially even still the stock seat that's in the car, or you know, the stock S197 seat that's in the car. I think I'll be able to trap 134, 135, which would be incredible. But again, let me know down in the comment section what you guys think it will trap. It could trap faster, could trap slower, who knows. It'll be technically the first time I'm taking a car, you know, down the strip for a quarter-mile time, so be pretty interesting. Be crazy. First time taking it down. If it runs at 10, hell, if it runs at 10.99, you know, that's a dub, because that'd be the first time I'll take the car down the track. So that'd be pretty cool, you know. Obviously it's not that quick, but I feel like for the first time taking it down, if it ran at 10.99 or faster, I'd be happy as hell. But let me know what y'all are running with your 600 horsepower, you know, NewEdges, because this car will make 100% anywhere between, well, actually I know for a fact it'll make 600 horsepower because it made 590 at 6K. We're going to be doing another 500 RPM. So what are your guys' 600 horsepower NewEdges running in the quarter mile? Like I said, I think it's going to trap like 134, 135, depending on the air and the DA. It should be a little bit cooler when I go ahead and do that, but at the same time, I think it'll be respectable. But yeah, man, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Gonna keep updating you guys on the setup because right now I'm really happy. Obviously, we're just gonna do the minor changes, fueling, the seat, and then we're gonna run it again, and then we're gonna report back once I do the drag pack with proper wheels, tire setup. These Toyota TQs are badass, don't get me wrong. They're really, really good tires. They're definitely the best street tire I've experienced so far, but we're gonna be changing the setup when I do get proper 15-inch wheels all the way around, and potentially brakes, because this car actually does have the heavier Cobra brakes on it. So if I was to get like some aerospace or like TBMs on this thing with some 15s all the way around, it's going to pick up a significant mile per hour in the quarter mile, and also drop the 6130 time by a hell of a lot. So I'm really excited to see what we could do with that setup. That should be theoretically a low 10 setup in all reality. Just same blower, just wait out the car, because this thing's really not that heavy. I'll make an individual video talking about how heavy this car is. In all reality, I do kind of hope, it's gonna sound weird, I do hope this car is heavier by at least like 200 pounds over the white car, because obviously the car's running good right now. So, you know, you kind of want it to read high, and so you can really go ahead and see a difference when you do some weight reduction. But if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like on the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn those post notifications, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, man, because I think definitely the next couple of videos I'm going to be weighing this car.